Hi, my name is Sandra. We just got 2 dogs from the county pound. We've had them about a month now. There's a few issues that we would ask Raphael to go over with us, see if he can help us iron out some things that we're having problems with.
Hi, this is Raphael Cabrera, leader of the pack with Casita Big Dog Rescue, sponsored by ValuePetSupplies.com. We're here to help Sandra and Rick today with 2 dogs that they just adopted from the shelter about a month ago. Their names are Catcher and Bear. So we want to see what we can do to help them. I think Bear is having a little bit of problem jumping.
He's a real affectionate dog, but he tends to like to jump up on you and kind of hit you with his mouth.
It's one of the easy fixes for us. If you've seen our previous shows, it's a great piece of property that these folks live on. These dogs got it made in the shade over here. I'd like to show you a little something for people who do have, you know, farms or old horse pastures and stuff like that, or places where you can keep your pet. This is an old stable basically where the horse was, and they turned that into basically a dog kennel. It's like a giant dog house. This is something, you know, for people who think they can't have a dog if they want to keep their dogs outside. This is a perfect scenario for them. They got plenty of cover. They got a beautiful shade tree there. Plenty of area to run around in, plenty of area to dig. So this is one example of how you can properly house your dog on the cheap. I mean, they didn't have to go out of their way to make anything new. They just utilized what they had, and this is great. I mean, I wish I had something like this for my guys. So this is just one way you can house your dog, you know, healthy-wise, and to make sure that you can maintain them properly in there. So that's one example of something that anyone could do. All right. So we're going to go from out here now. We're going to go inside, and we're going to go meet Bear and Catcher, or they're going to come out here one way or the other. But stay tuned, and let's see how things progress with these 2. Thank you. Okay, so what's going on here in this area?
This they'll come into and rest, but they tend to keep digging in this hole. I've covered it again, but they are pretty ferocious diggers right here.
I see.
And so I just keep burying it, and not sure how to stop them from that.
Okay, one of the suggestions, I would take like a chicken wire fencing, and I would secure it. I would get, I guess, about 4x4 piece, or maybe a little bit larger. I would secure it around the outside perimeter and then bury it. And that way, when they would start digging on top of that chicken, it would make it a little uncomfortable to them, so then they would realize they weren't getting anywhere. Mm-hmm. Another solution I might have, or you can, is take some, I notice you have some rubble that's out here. If you could take some of that rubble and put it all across the perimeter also, about 2 feet wide all around.
Okay, are you talking like
the bricks and everything like that? Yeah, because that will make it almost impossible for them to dig too. Okay. So I would take some of the rubble that you have that you do want to dispose of, dig a little bit further down, and then just bury it.
Okay.
And that'll keep them from digging out completely.
On the outside, that's an odd spot, but on the outside here, they would dig right there. I couldn't figure
Come on,
that
follow
one.
us.
There might be smells or something.
Yeah, something there. It could be grubs. Dogs love grubs for some reason. They love to eat grubs. Who knows what, you know, lizards, skinks.
Yeah.
You know, these guys will chase and eat anything, you know. So, again, you know, I was explaining, taking chicken wire, fence, even if it's a chain link, the chain link's a little bit harder to work with, but just shape it in an L, dig out all around, secure it to one side, and then just bury it. Is where it comes out, at least this far. So they can only go so far. They can, and if they did dig, they couldn't get through it. Yeah. So that'd be one way. I mean, it's a little bit of work, but it's a lot easier to do that than it is to have to go, if they get away from you, then have to go to the shelter and pay a fine for a large dog, or God forbid they get hit by a vehicle, or if they decide to go swimming again. Yeah. When you first brought the dogs home, you brought them on your property. And if we look over there to our right, there is a pond over there. So what was the story that happened now?
My daughter brought her dog out, Catcher, and he just started running, and he decided he was going to jump right into the pond.
So the first thing, his first inclination was, as soon as he got here, he just made a beeline right for that pond, and he was happy.
He was happy, came right back out and shook it off. And
that was it. So so it was just basically testing the waters, as they say. All right, so that's good. And by the way, this is Rick. Rick is the owner of Catcher. Okay, or Bear, actually. You got, well, who do you own?
Bear, I picked up.
You picked up Bear.
My daughter picked Catcher.
And Catcher is Danielle's dog.
And
okay.
he has to deal with both of them.
And he has to, yeah, of course. That's what dads do. Yes.
Well, actually, when we first brought the dogs here, they weren't together. They were separate dogs.
Right.
So we were unsure how they were going to get along. So
yes.
we actually did separate them. One was on this side, one was on that side. But when we got home, Bear had actually dung out, and he was over there, and they were great.
So yeah, they've been best friends ever since. So that worked out good.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Yeah.
And again, this is a great enclosure for them. I love it. I mean, I wish I had access to something like this for our guys. This is really nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in there. We're going to get the dogs and we're going to see what we can do to help them out.
Okay.
Keep watching. This is Rafael Cabrera with Casita Big Dog Rescue, and this is my rescued American Bulldog, Big Lug. Thanks to our sponsor, ValuePetSupplies.com, Lug and I are able to save dogs at our shelter. Every purchase you make at ValuePetSupplies.com helps in saving these beautiful dogs from being destroyed. Follow us on Casita Big Dog Rescue YouTube channel. Buy from our sponsor, ValuePetSupplies.com, and you could be part of saving these majestic animals. Save a life, adopt a rescued pet. Right, Big Lug? Hi, I'm Rafael Cabrera, leader of the pack with Casita Big Dog Rescue. If you have a problem, I have a simple solution. Now the weather's going to be getting cooler, you're not going to want to take your dog out as much. This is a product that can help with that. Remember, Simple Solutions, 100% more absorbent, holds 10 times more liquid than standard economy pads, neutralizes odors, quick drying, embossed quilt pattern, traps urine and directs moisture down. This is an absorbent puppy pad that you can have your dog relieve itself inside the house, dries quickly. Wonderful, wonderful tool to help. This is the largest size. They come in various sizes. You can go to our website at ValuePetSupplies.com and see some of the great products that they have there. Remember to spay and neuter, and every time you shop with ValuePetSupplies.com, a portion of that goes to help me save another majestic creature from our shelter. The solution is simple. Simple Solutions. Thank you. Typical. That's typical. Now, as you see, they're both acting out. Okay, this is Bear.
Yes.
That's Catcher.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do, they remember me from the shelter. Shh. Sit. Quiet. Quiet. Now, these guys are not being aggressive. This is what dogs do normally. So they're giving a warning. They're letting us know that they're in here, they're formidable, and they can do whatever they want. Quiet. Quiet. Stop. Come here. Shh. Stop it. This is what they do. This is what dogs do. And as you can see, if these guys were aggressive, I wouldn't be able to put my hand. Bear. Bear. Come here. I wouldn't be able to put my hand in here. They're allowing me to do what I want with them. So what we're going to do is, he's more dominant. Bear's more dominant, definitely, than Catcher. Catcher's just reacting to his stimulation right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open the crate, and I'm going to let this guy out. If these guys were truly aggressive, I wouldn't be able to do this and have Bear come out. I like the way that he's staying in there. He's giving me a lot of respect. So he's just growling at the camera, and I'm going to invite him out. Hey, Bear. And now he's being fearful. What he's afraid of is the camera. But his tail is not between his legs. He's just being inquisitive. He's letting him, he's smelling it. And his mom. And hey, handsome, come here. Now I'm going to come over here with his little bit more room.
There he goes. There's the jump.
Come on. Hi, baby. Come here. Come here, Bear. Hi, Booger. See? Now, this is definitely not an aggressive dog, because if he was aggressive, I wouldn't be able to be doing this to him. So this is a prong collar. We've seen it before. We've seen us use this before on other shows. And I'm going to take that from you. Good boy. Hit. Okay. Sit. Good boy. Good Bear. Now, if you notice, he's giving me full eye contact. Every time I ask him to do something, I ask him to look at me before. This is what they want. They want somebody to tell them what to do. If you don't, then this could escalate into aggression.
Okay.
It's your job to make sure that this stays at a certain level. And this is how you do it. The way we took him out of the crate, Normally, when he's in that state of mind, you want to wait till he's calm and submissive. And then they can come out of the crate. Never let them out of the crate when they're in a frenzy.
Okay.
Because again, you're saying, this is how I want you to be. In order for you to get out, you have to be crazy.
Okay.
Bear gives him power.
Oh.
So this is the guy you need to address first.
Okay.
All right?
That's interesting.
Yes. By themselves, they're marshmallows. Together, they could be very formidable. So what I'm going to ask you to do, we want to address the jumping thing.
Right.
Normally, I would use my hand as a surrogate bite. When I say that, dog jump on me. I showed you that at the shelter. He jumped on me. I bit him in the neck. He took it as a little bit of a game. He didn't take to it right away.
Right.
So what I want you to do now is to get him excited. I don't want you to call him up on you.
Right.
But I want you to use a high, happy voice, and I want to see if he's going to jump on you, and we're going to make this correction using the pinch collar. Again, the pinch collar is only to be used for training and for walking, never to be left on.
Okay.
Okay, so get him a little...
Hello, baby. That's my good boy. Oh.
Cut! No jump.
He's a
Do it
good
again.
boy. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. That's my bear.
Cut! No jump.
That's my boy. Bear's a good boy. Yes, he is. Oh, yes, he's a good boy. Yeah, that's my buddy. That's a boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah, that's such a good boy.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Already.
Now this is where the pinch collar comes in, because what the pinch collar does is bridges the gap between human and dog. Basically, when I give that little tug, and it's never to be used to be pulled back, only to the side, and it's a quick snap, just like I did.
Okay.
And what it does is like what he would do to him if he was getting intolerable of what they're doing to, gives him a little quick nip on the neck.
Right.
And he understands that. Oh, okay, you don't want me doing that no more. So that's what he did. So we got him excited, called, I gave him a little tug. I didn't even have to say anything. All I did was give a little bit of a guttural sound with it. I went, ah! And he immediately knew that's something that he shouldn't be doing.
Okay.
He made that
So I
association.
would work on that with my husband.
With your husband, with your
together.
daughter, friends that come over, your mother-in-law. Before they walk in, you take one of them out at a time, put them on the leash,
Okay.
and teach them how to properly greet your guests.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Now I'm going to see how he's going to react if he jump on me. No. Good boy. Here's my bear. Here's a baby. Here's my good boy. Here's a no. Here's my bear. Here's my baby boy. That's a good baby, baby. Here's my baby. Here's my baby. Here's a good boy. That's a good boy. You're doing so well. Sit. Good boy. What a good boy. And every time he does something you ask him to do, he gets that paycheck. And that paycheck is that good boy. You don't have to reward him with a treat.
Okay, I've been a bit probably overdoing it with the treat thing, and so he is getting
Right.
more and more like, okay, where's my treat? Where's my treat?
Believe it or not, they rather have human affection
Affection.
as to the treat, because you're not always going to have a treat on you. So
Right.
you always want them to respond. So every time, no matter what, and because you have two dogs, always use their name first and then the command. That way they know you're talking to them directly.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Bear, come. Good boy. Good, come, Bear. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. This guy's highly intelligent. He gets it immediately. So what we're going to have you do now, we're going to have you invite your mother-in-law in.
Okay.
And we're going to show you how to properly manage him. So when someone's at that door, they don't need to be at that door.
Okay.
All right? We'll do one at a time, and then we'll do them both together. No.
This is my mother-in-law, Lynn.
Hello, Lynn. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Rafael Cabrera. And this, of course, you've met Bear.
I've met him.
All right? I'll shake your hand. He sees that you're not a threat. Okay? He's doing very good. His tail's going. It's in a down position. It's not up in the air. That's a good signal right there. When a tail is down and wagging, that means the dog is happy. When a dog's tail is straight up and wagging, quiet. That means he's taking information in and deciphering whether or not you're a threat or you're someone that's positive. So he's doing everything he's supposed to do right now. So what I did, he gave a little bit of a growl because he's just unfamiliar. I gave that quick correction. He sat down immediately and he looked right at me. He doesn't know who Lynn is, okay? So he's just doing his job as being in charge because no one else is stepping up. He's saying, well, I got to make sure everything's all right. Okay?
Right.
So I told him, don't worry about it. I have it under control.
Okay.
Now, where are his treats?
I have some in here.
If you can get some, if you can give some to Lynn. Oh, he said he treats. I'm going with Mommy. Now, because you don't know him, I'm not going to ask you to give it to him. I'm just going to ask you to take it. Just throw it down in front of him. Don't make eye contact with him. Don't talk to him. Don't touch him.
Should I walk up to him?
No, just take right where you are and just toss it right down. Yep.
Oh.
There you go. That's fine. So now he's making an association. He sees you and something good is happening, but he's not expected to do anything for it. Most times people give a dog a treat, they want it, then I have to pet you. See, now he's walking over, he's introducing himself to you. Before he wasn't introducing himself, before he was, this is how a dog properly meets a person and how a person should properly meet a dog. No one should automatically go over to any dog. It's up to the dog to make the first initial meeting. So now I'm going to ask you, call his name and have him sit, and then you can hand him the treat.
Should I call him to me or just call him?
Just tell him, say bear.
Bear.
Tell him sit.
Sit.
Good. There you go.
Nice.
See? So you changed the whole demeanor of him because oh, she don't want anything from me. The first call, I got a couple of treats. Now, oh, I love this woman. Lynn's a great person, you know. And now look, now he's your dog. You know. All right. So stay tuned and see how everything turns out with our big bear. Valuable bully sticks. This is one of the fine products you can find on valuepetsupplies.com. As you can see, Wolf loves them. Healthy, natural dog chew treats made of free-range beef, chemical-free, healthy, safe, great for teeth and gums. Valuable bully sticks. They do come in different shapes and sizes. Order as much as you want or as little as you want. So one of the fine products you can find on valuepetsupplies.com. Valuable bully sticks. This is Rafael Cabrera with Casita Big Dog Rescue, and this is my rescued American Bulldog, Big Lug. Thanks to our sponsor, ValuePetSupplies.com, Lug and I are able to save dogs at our shelter. Every purchase you make at ValuePetSupplies.com helps in saving these beautiful dogs from being destroyed. Follow us on Casita Big Dog Rescue YouTube channel. Buy from our sponsor, ValuePetSupplies.com, and you could be part of saving these majestic animals. Save a life, adopt a rescued pet. Right, Big Lug? Welcome back to Casita Big Dog Rescue. We are now going to take Catcher out. Catcher is a white bully mix. He's approximately 2 years old at tops. He's probably a year and a half. He's a little bit more apprehensive than Bear. He's not quite comfortable in his own skin yet. This dog would probably suffer from a little bit of separation anxiety. So what we're going to do is now we're letting him out of the crate. But a dog can't come out of a crate until he truly surrenders. And when I say truly surrender, he means that he has to be in this position, this sitting down or whatever, but he has to be quiet as well. And Catcher hasn't quite stopped whistling yet. So he's done now. So now that he's quiet and he's laying there, this is when I'm going to let him out. This is the paycheck. He knows now that if he's like this, he's going to get what he wants. But he just can't come charging out. This is the same principle as going in and out the front door. He must stay in there until I ask him to come out. He just can't take it upon himself to come out. Hut. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep closing the door on him until he stays there without me telling him to stay there. Okay. And if you notice, I'm not yelling, I'm not doing, that was just body language. I did what another dog would do to him. I got in front, I blocked him, and I went forward. He understands that. Now, Catcher's giving me full eye contact. He's recognizing me as pack leader. He's patient. He stopped whistling. His body's not moving. This is the state of mind I want him in. Just like that. This is when he gets his reward. Good boy, Catcher, come. Good boy. And this is how you properly take a dog out of a crate. This is how you keep them balanced. I'm not going to allow him to jump on me. He's going to walk over and introduce himself to everyone, which is really good. What do you got? What is that? This is one happy dog.
Yeah.
What do you have? What do you got? He's going to give me his belly first. He's like, listen, I'll give you my belly, but not my bony. Right?
He loves his
You can take my bony, or my belly. What? What do you got? What do you got? He's a lover. This guy is a lover.
He is.
Okay. We're going to get him excited too. I want to see if he'll jump.
Good boy.
He's not as bad about it. He does get excited.
Okay.
And
Shh. Quiet.
Hey, buddy. That's a good boy.
And if you do this on a regular basis, take up, off. Now, when they jump on you, the word you want to use is off.
Off.
If they jump on the furniture, no. Now, that cry, it wasn't because it hurt him. It's an unfamiliar sensation. So that's how he responded to it, by crying out. That's how dogs respond. It didn't hurt. It's just something that he wasn't used to, so that's how they acknowledge it. And he got it. He's like, wow, okay, I will not do it again. All right, catcher. Shh. Changes everything. That's a good baby. Yes, you are. Now we're going to let Bear out. And if they get too carried away, what I'll do is I'll put the leash on one of them. Most likely him, because his energy will change his energy. Because he's so active,
yeah.
you know. His dominant genes will make him more confident. But that guy's hyperness will get him to be hyper as well. So
they play pretty good, and sometimes catcher does get a bit
carried away, a little overzealous.
Yes, with his play, and I just tell him enough, and they calm down.
And he can't be here when you're opening this up. So now what I'm going to do is, I don't have his collar on. So I take my hand and I use it as a surrogate, another dog's mouth. So when he's going to get in my way, I'm going to move him back by just doing this. Back. And I'm using my body. Because I don't want him exciting him. So he has to be calm. Then he has to be calm. And they're both staring at me. That's what I want. Bear, come. Nice and easy. And then they could greet each other. But he cannot be here.
That was good. They did really well.
They did. These guys are remarkable.
With your correction, he did right what you wanted him to.
And this is their very normal doggy play. Now, if this is excessive for the house, this is where you step in. Hey! Hey! You don't want them being that excited the minute they come out. So this is where we all come in. This is where we, as pack leader, we have to step in. And we have to make, off. No jump. So this is where letting them out one at a time, get one calm first, leave them out for a half hour, then let the other one come out.
Okay.
And you can even switch him. Let him out for a half hour, put him in, then take him out. Then take one out again. And at that point, they'll recognize and they'll say, okay, we both have to be in a calm state of mind. We can't be running around crazy in the house.
Okay.
How is she with them?
She's good. She growls at him a little bit. And
Okay, how old is she?
11 years old.
She is 11. Okay, so she's not as tolerant. All right, so you would like for them all to get along together?
I would.
All right, so this is something you're going to have to do individually with them also.
Okay.
All right? Okay, and now you can let her out.
Okay. Faithy. Come on, Bear.
Back him up.
Back.
Yeah, he can't be at that gate. And her name is Daisy?
Faithy.
What is it?
Faith.
Faith. Faith. Okay, Faith. Okay, so this is 11-year-old Faith. She's a Pomeranian. And she's very spree for 11 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Grandma. His fur's not up. I'm reading all his body language to make sure that he's not overwhelming to her. Okay, now, even though he's not doing it, the fact that he's pursuing her, I'm going to make a correction on him. Leave.
Okay, so that's what we should do.
Yes. I want him to understand that I'm in charge, not him. He can't do what he wants to her. He don't even care. He don't even care about it. He goes, I want love from everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very respectful of her. She's more in charge of him than Bear. So Bear's the pack lead. Bear's the one in charge. You know, he runs the show. He's very respectful of her. If she growled at him and said something, he'd be like, "Whoa, okay, I'm sorry." You got a beautiful, very cohesive, pack here. Everyone's happy, and the main part is what you both have done by bringing them in your home, not giving them complete access of your home, not allowing them on the furniture. They brought these dogs in the right state of mind. As you can see, look at this. These are great dogs, and these are the kind of dogs you can have in your house. So get to the shelter, do some homework, find the right dog for your right family, and save a life, make a big difference.
It was really informative. He helped us out a lot, showed us a lot on some of the correct ways of handling the dogs. Helps us a lot to how we would handle them in the future. Situations where we have grandchildren, where our grandparents come in, anybody coming into the house, and how they react to the small dog that we've had for 11 years. It's been great, and to see the progress in them within just a short amount of time working with the collar is wonderful. It's very encouraging and makes us very happy.